Hello there everyone, and welcome back. The Meklar have resorted to starting to colonize plants in my own territory, and I'm starting not to like it. Because what it did is allowed this lone titan and the rest of the fleet, which was actually down in Mir Prime, actually allowed it to get past my military outpost. So this is a terrifying prospect, I gotta say. If they have an easy way to get past my outpost, even though it would have been no match for him anyway, then I'm in a lot of trouble when war does inevitably break out, because it means I have to expect attacks from anywhere based on when they decide to declare war, or more importantly, when I decide to declare war, which does not seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. On the plus side though, the Klackons are too afraid to fight me, is pretty much the moral of the story here. So kind of what I need to do is rush up a couple more defenses, I gotta say. An Artemis system that certainly doesn't hurt because it affects both my systems. Because yeah, it's a system unique, so I imagine it does it for all my ships. So the real question is, how useful is this sensor net? Or system net, this minefield as it were. Because apparently I already got missile platforms on here. And I was having plans to rush a Titan, but with the urgency to kind of like withhold that for now, I don't think that's realistic. Even though I'm really damn close to getting a Titan, I'm not gonna lie. Next turn I could potentially buy it. The only question I have to ask, is there a risk of reinforcing troops? Yeah, there's a real risk of reinforcing troops. Especially since I lack a star fortress over here too. So, how am I gonna do this? There's no way I can rush another station or an improved station over here, so I have to trust they're up for the task. And I only got a few turns basically. Oh, and I have a second fleet here, so what's my second fleet? Is that the extra destroyer just built? Okay, a couple hawks in that, so that sounds good. I got a notable fleet here with pulsars and all that, but I am really limited in my options. And I kind of wanted to rush a gravity network to kind of speed all of the production up, because this is my rich world for this region. It's just not very well populated right now to kind of justify it. Although I need to keep building ships too, that's a bit of a problem. So I'm in a rock and a hard place. And if they continue to go to the wormhole, I have ships hanging on to Omicron to intercept them at the advanced military outpost here. So I'm not too worried. In fact, I just have a jump gate here to really quickly get over there. It'll take me 4 turns to do so. So I should seriously consider doing that, quite frankly. Although I'm kind of... Oh, that was unfortunate. The mic kind of fell over a little bit. I'm gonna have to stop shaking the stand a bit. Anyways, where was I? I am kind of left at the Klackons' mercy. I need to keep rushing defenses up, which I'm gonna have to do with the Artemis system net. Because if it could survive 1 turn, then it boosts all my plants up. So I'm kind of okay with that. We have a core waste dump, we have more ships being built. There's a lot of things I love to do. More importantly, like I said, the Titan I would love built. Not much I could do about that, so I'm gonna have to hope my plants are up for the task. Especially Trenton Prime, because they're considering coming over here. I have a star fortress built. They are coming. Most of their fleet ran away, so I'm not sure how to take this. Are they going to attack me though? Because they decide not to attack me, so... Here's the interesting question. If I attack them, does my station contribute, or is this another way of them cheesing the system? Where I'm completely helpless because my station will not be able to contribute. I'm gonna have to check that and see, because this looks like a perfect opportunity to destroy that battleship right now. I am not gonna lie, that's mighty tempting. They just have to make it really difficult for me to actually do that, as may appear by the fact they're constantly running away. So there's gonna be no excitement here, folks. You're expecting war on all fronts? Well, it turns out they have a different story in mind. And once the Meklar can finish their turn with their millions of worlds, we can continue on with that. Okay, we got another spy at Foxtrot, so, or at Altair Prime, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. And now, question here, can I deal with this battleship? Yep, Star Fortress and everything can fight it. So, that was the stupidest thing you've done, Klackons. I appreciate the tribute. I really appreciate the tribute. Now, where's my Star Fortress? I saw it there on the list. Ooh, and that's an impressive looking battleship, I gotta say. Hell, I don't even think my fleet needs to contribute. Just look how pitiful that ship is. With his one fusion bomb, his crap ton of missiles. This thing, what is this thing even armed with? A dauntless guidance system, so that's for missiles. And a crap ton of weaponry, one of which is the fusion beam, which is crap tech, quite frankly. So I do really need to start updating that. I don't think I have much of a choice, do I? Shields are already down, missiles are underway, just look at it get wrecked. This is why I want to get the pulsars going. Investing so heavily in that with my frigates. And don't I have Scion missiles? How come I'm using pulsons? I think it's because I have a modification for them. That might be why. Once I get the modifications for Scions, then I think it'll update to that. So, to make my stations more effective, I feel like I'm kind of forced to get the new plasma beam. I feel like it anyway. So that way I can defend myself a lot better. Magnus Prime, what the hell are you? Ultra poor world. You got good population and size on you, so you're not going to be useful in production, but you're going to be good at everything else. Including income and money. So what do I build? Just anything I can production-wise to help speed you along, I guess. It's going to be some time before you bear fruit, but I'm willing to rush some of this lower infrastructure stuff. I'm not going to lie, if it's only 100 billion credits. I'm kind of okay with this. And now, with the minefield place, I should be perfectly safe from even heavier aggression now. And Soph, I already know you are pretty much done. Well, you're in the middle of nowhere. I'd like to get a space elevator for you. Autolab, I like to get everything for you, quite frankly. And I wasn't paying attention to my fleet strength, but I am kind of slowly getting due for more of those, so let me build up some more of those battle stations. All the while, keep an eye on my maintenance costs, because as soon as I start running out of income to justify all this stuff, it's going to be a little less appealing. It's going to be a lot harder to build up a fleet with the extra income, that's for sure. So you're going to guard. We have a Titan there absolutely doing nothing, which makes me sad. And a bunch of ships to upgrade with Scion missiles and everything. And I could rush it. I could rush the upgrades. Well, why am I saying rush the upgrades? There's no other way to upgrade those ships, quite frankly. So I find it funny I'm using that terminology. I do need to be ready for the battleships, which really I can exploit that the more ships they decide to send over this way. What the hell is going on? They don't want to make up their mind, folks. SKO, I would love to get that Titan built for you. With the minefields, you should be okay. And this fleet's just running away. Don't ask me why they left the battleship behind. But free kills is free kills, nonetheless. I almost wonder if I could pull back this fleet now. With all defenses on Trenton Prime. Only thing left that I can improve it would be a minefield, which is I haven't got a chance to see in action, so I have no idea how potent it actually is. And I would love more about my defenses, because I know for a fact there's a damn missile base there. I know for a fact there's a missile base there, and I know Trenton Prime has all 3 defenses, but it doesn't want to tell me, which is a little irritating. So before I complete that research, I'm going to see if I could trade a little bit more with the Baratti. and see if I can get one of those 3 techs. And at least he's generous to me. I'm gonna hope I can keep this going. Hyperdrive, for example. I could get Hyperdrive and then I wouldn't have to feel guilty about selecting that over the Fusion Beam. Or Plasma Beam. Is it possible to get those? The real question. Let's find out. It's taking forever. It's processing.
The hag's gifts are generous to those who revere her.
Well, this isn't too terrible. Powered armor, I think, is early tech. Annual tribute, though. Is there more I could just give them? Like fighter bays, tachyon beams. Let me see if this will do. Give him something really good like cloaking device. Maybe I'm being too generous, but I'm going to propose this and see if he accepts. Hopefully he does.
You ask too much.
So much for that idea. Come on. He's going to change all the proposition back to annual tribute, isn't he? Look, just look at that. It's the exact same annual tribute, but added 2 extra tech. How is that fair? I do want to get some kind of agreement going to kind of help build up relations more, so I can't leave this empty-handed. Let's see if a non-aggression pact will work. I would like to think it will work with very minor gifts. Well, this is amusing. I'm kind of okay with this, although it hurts my ability to get the hyperdrive now. But I'm willing to give away the tech. I'm more concerned with the Meklar.
It is an honor.
Because once I colonize and take a whole bunch of the Meklar plants, I should be able to be on the same level as the Barassi. And now, how's our poor soccer friends doing? Let's see, exchange tech. And they honestly have nothing of value, so I'm almost considering just gifting them a tech. Didn't I already give you the planetary stock exchange? I feel like I already did that at one point. Oh, that's a different thing entirely. That explains it. Heightened intelligence. Let's help them out, even if it isn't going to do a whole lot. And look at their little 1 billion credits, so they're not going to offer a whole lot to me, unfortunately. Is there anything of use? Ooh, do they actually have the Bioterminator? That's like brand new tech, right? That's brand new tech, even though I don't care to use it. They do have something of value, at least. What's the Range Master? This is for beam weapons, isn't it? Yeah, that would be useful for my defenses. And it would help increase the likeliness of me using beam weapons, so I should consider it.
How's that, friend?
That's kind of what I was expecting. Although they need all the power they can get, don't they? And they're not a threat to me, so I'm going to agree with it. Stupid trades, I know. But I want to work towards dealing with the Meklar, and if Relations is going to help with that, then I will happily take it. Hopefully they offer me more generous trades like with what they did before with the Gauss cannon. That would be kind of nice. So I have the cloaking device, miniaturization. So, whoops. This is for the cloaking device, I guess. Oh no, upgrade to Gauss cannon. Which I really should seriously do. How much of an improvement is it? Do I know? It doesn't... 30 damage is all... It doesn't want to give me a damage per second range. So 8 seconds... Let's see... 8-second cooldown, 30 damage, so that's definitely better. Same armor penetration. No range dissipation. Ooh, and it pierces shields. Holy crap. That is an amazing upgrade. Which is going to suck for me if I ever have to go up against Gauss Cannon, so I need to be very careful of that little prospect. Very damn careful. Let's see. I almost want to get rid of the phaser heavy mounts for that. I'm not gonna lie. Points of defense are a different thing. Heavy mounts I'm considering getting rid of. Even though I do lose a bit of range. But with the lack of range dissipation, this makes it useful. Wow. Oh, that's facing any. Wow. So those heavy mounts were quite significant, I gotta say. Firing from any range is pretty good. How many can I get with just the front? I can get 6 there. Now I just want a couple for all surrounding, or around a broadside probably better, wouldn't it? It doesn't hurt to have it all around. I only need like 1 or 2. I can only get like 2, so never mind that. Ooh, 0.9. That's a little tiny bit off. So never mind what I said. We're just going to have 1 all around to support that. Shield capacitors, battle pod, positron computer. We're looking kind of good. Is there anything I can throw on? No way in hell. It looks like I could throw anything on. Oh well, that's fine. Or I could throw more battle pods. I doubt it'll let me because I already got battle pods. So that's looking good. Emu, you're gonna get upgrade to heavy. What is this? You're gonna get upgrade to a fighter bay? What? Oh, that's because of the new gauze cans, so it's downgrading. Okay. Although, Emu was more intended for like defensive role anyway, so I'm okay with that. And what about the Griffin? Griffin not upgrade. Gauze cans, more gauze cans. Can't complain with that one bit. Ooh, and upgrading this for gauze cans is gonna be expensive, isn't it? Just a little bit, but 22 all around with 9 heavy fighters and a bunch of plasma torpedoes for the main brunt of the damage. Yes, please. Although there's a huge lack of synergy between the torpedoes and gauze cans now, and there's some modifications as well. What is this? Oh, it's an upgrade to shields. So that could be handy. What else do we have? Class 7 shields. Ooh. Stop tempting me with these new shield tech. Although with gauze cans, that probably is not as useful as I would like. Hyperdrive, you're gonna elude me for a while. Until I get plasma beams, which I feel like I need to. But the HyperX capacitor would be more useful, wouldn't it? I just feel like I'm squandering my stations and defenses so much with the lack of beam tech. That's a bit of a problem. And I'd like to upgrade that stuff. It's cheap as hell, so why not? Upgrade the really cheap stuff. Even the Phoenix. All these extra gauze cans, just 1 billion credits. That's... I don't know if that's amazing or not. I don't know how to take this. But I'm upgrading everything, I guess. Because I could kind of afford it. Alter Prime. You got a new colony, and it'll take you just a turn to get a new population, so keep those things going. Keep them going constantly. Now I just gotta figure out what to colonize. Probably Altair 2, since you're right here. We'll get some value and some extra production out of these worlds. Although, there is still a lot of work to be had, of course. But these are really cheap. I can afford to rush some of these, the cheaper stuff. I'll just let it bother me for the next couple of turns while I do that. We got ourselves a new Griffin at EM4. Keep on building. Keep on building. Especially another Griffin would be nice. 10 turns, oh yeah. We're looking really good on the production front now. Again, I need to be mindful of this fleet command points. That's gonna hit me really damn hard really quick if I'm not paying attention to that. So gotta be careful. Let's see, new spy. Where do I send you? We'll send you Tally. Ooh, ultra rich. Ultra rich. Ooh, all these worlds are really damn valuable. Damn it, Meklar. You've been conquering everything. Ooh, there's a poor world. I'll take you. I will happily take you. We got a very noticeable, very potent fleet up here. Just waiting for an opportunity to strike at the Meklar. We'll do some of the cheap upgrades. I'm not going to rush it too much because, again, I want to build a Titan. And I have a minefield net here. I don't know what that battleship's doing. Just watch, folks. It's going to run away again, isn't it? Oh, it's backpedaling. It's backpedaling. It's gonna go to Trenton. They might double team me. They might have a chance now. At least I can see it coming. Just gotta make sure I have the income for it, which I don't quite just yet. Barazzi are continuing to shoot off. Wait, what? Did they seriously go to war with the Klackons? I'm not seeing an indicator on the right here. I do see a warning of a ship. Oh, colony ship. But that's not saying much. Do I have salvation? Because that has to be a declaration of war right there, right? That seriously has to be a declaration of war. I need to see that indicator. Oh, Barazzi, you have saved me from this Klackons threat. Now I just gotta conquer these worlds quickly before you take them from me. Because I want to be able to have a forward point to strike at the Klackons and of course the Meklar. Oh. Uh-oh.
When the final cycle was completed, the Transcendence Protocol
Uh-oh, it's over, isn't it?
to Meklar, leaving behind junked, empty hulls. But the Combine had already uploaded to a higher plane.
Damn it. I guess they got the scientific victory. So how come I was never notified? Well, I guess I officially lost. I could continue playing though. This campaign's not over just yet. So this is a bit of a shame. I was a little bit slow. Oh.
Galactic News.
Oh, there's the war effort I was talking about. Okay, so this changes things a bit. I would like to continue my plans, but officially I lost. The reason it surprises me is because there was a GNN notification when I was doing the research victory, or doing the building for it. How come I didn't see that for Meklar? Or did I accidentally cancel that? Nonetheless, I could still wipe the Meklar out from existence. They could have ascended all they want, but if they have no people left, it means nothing. So I guess we're gonna continue.